Google Stadia, or Google says Stadia is alive and well. um, so so for those of you who don't know, let's go over all the things that have happened with Stadia. All right. The company recently closed its internal development studio, Stadia Games and Entertainment, um, less than 2 years after it launched. So that was one thing, right? Um, so they lost a key talent, former EA and Ubisoft producer Jade Raymond, who has since received investment from PlayStation for her new venture, Haven Studios. Did you know about that?
Yes.
Okay. So all went quiet earlier this month when Stadia's head of product, John Justice, resigned, and 6 members of staff went to join Raymond at Haven. So that's huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it definitely. I mean, it wasn't it just recently that Google Stadia just added a search function to Stadia,
Yes.
and Google is literally based off of their search function in general. So
Yeah.
why did it take them so long to add a search function to their platform?
It is very weird, right?
Yeah,
It is.
it just there's a lot of lacking of forethought in Stadia, and I think it feels very much like something akin to Google Plus, where they're like, we can do this,
Yeah.
and ultimately they didn't.
Yeah. Um, well, let's look at what they say here. Um, we're well on our way to over 100 new games launching on Stadia in 2021, and we're continuing to make Stadia a great place to play games on devices you already own, he says. I tell any non believer to take notice of how we're continuing to put our words into action as we grow the Stadia Makers program and partner with AAA studios like Capcom, EA, Square Enix, Ubisoft, and others. So that's their statement. Um, that they're building up their library and that everyone seems fine. But what doesn't seem fine is that good people don't want to work there. that
Hmm.
that's an issue. So yeah, I mean, if you could predict if this thing's gonna last, if this thing's gonna shut down, what are your predictions?
I mean, I the way that, and I'm not saying that I have my finger on the pulse of the gaming society.
Hmm.
Just far from it. I'm a niche gamer. I like specific types of games, and I kind of flock to that. I don't like. I'm not a. I'm not as well rounded as some would be. That being said, a lot of the gaming circles that I roll around in, Stadia is spoken with derision,
Yeah,
and I just don't see it lasting. And I don't know how it would, especially with better
Game Pass.
options like Game Pass.
Yeah,
So, how about yourself?
yeah. I don't.
I like to think that you're the you have a wider reach in terms of gaming news, especially just for the show in general.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I try to focus on the whole ecosphere.
Mm.
Um, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's serving. I think they would be better off to focus on a niche within gaming and build the best platform for that.
How what would they do there? What do you mean? Like what niche?
Well, they could do like they could work with indie developers, do like a focus on indie games. They could do a focus on more like open world online games, multiplayer games. There's all these different things they could do, but like they're doing like a general approach, and I feel like it can't compete with something like Game Pass, where they can do a general approach and be successful at it. You know what I mean?
Well, not just that, but they have a better foundation than Stadia ever has.
Yeah.
Stadia has been scrambling to catch up, and I don't know if they can.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know either if they can. I guess my prediction is that either they're gonna find a niche and specialize in it and bring in a lot of gamers interested in that niche,
Or they're gonna fade
or
away,
they're gonna go the way of the dodo.
like
The-
Google Plus.
yeah. So that's my take on it. But yeah, we'll see. But so far, things don't look good. All right. Oh no, what were you gonna say?
I just had like a weird idea, like, if they were able to team up with someone, I think they'd stand a fighting chance.
Yeah.
And I think one group that they could stand to team up with would be Amazon.
Hmm.
Amazon's trying to do their whole Luna
Yes.
um, structure platform. And I don't know how well that's going to take, but Amazon already has a gigantic customer base. I don't know if
Huge.
they have. I
Huge.
don't know if they have the. I guess the technical
Hmm.
capabilities that Google has. I
No,
don't
they
know.
do.
Is
They do.
They do?
Yeah,
Is it
they do.
comparable? Would you say?
Oh yeah, it's comparable.
Then no. It was just a pie in the sky thought, but no. Yeah,
Yeah.
Amazon will do their own thing. I mean, they own half the world.
Yeah. Amazon has their own gaming engine called
Yeah, but
Lumberyard.
what have they done with it?
Oh, there's been a bunch of games made with it, believe it or not.
Oh, really? How many have you
Yeah.
played?
You can we can pull it
How,
up actually.
how many have you played?
I don't know because there's a lot on it. I don't
How
know.
many have you talked to? Who have you talked to that has played this?
All right, let's check it
Oh
out.
yeah, they own Twitch. That's
Yeah,
huge.
and they own Twitch.
Wait, go back up. Go back up real quick. Right there, stop. Dennis Dyack coming back from the dead with Dead House Sonata? Holy crap. I was just wondering about him. Oh wait, that's February 21st, 2019.
Yeah.
Like 3 years ago. Wait a second. Why are these articles from 2019?
Yeah.
Are you sure this is still alive?
Yeah, no, this is their blog, which is still old.
Yeah, July 17, 2020.
This is a page just for their engine. This is not a news page.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can make a bunch of game. There's like, well, who knows if Star Citizen's ever gonna come out, man?
I like that logo for Dead House Sonata.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So
yeah,
I
but
mean,
they have their own
Lumberyard
engine, you
it's
know.
a game engine, but I don't know.
So yeah, but yeah, things looking grim for Stadia.